Koalas are really dumb.
My chat likes to joke about me being a koala. I am not. I'm a regular bear. Hi YouTube, my name is Maddie and today we're watching a compilation of the most popular Australia videos by MoreParz. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you! This is not gonna be good for spider haters.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, which of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And
15 minutes? Wow, I was right when I decided to never go to Australia. This is crazy.
If you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why?
I'm not even that scared of spiders. Like, looking at the images usually is fine, but that one was pretty bad, not gonna lie.
Why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery?
Two spiders that can do that.
A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right. Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the new one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom.
I am so grateful that Australia is surrounded by water and these fuckers can't just come see us whenever they want to. I'm so grateful.
That isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
Murder spider.
The Newcastle Big Boy. Deadly.
Are you for real? The Newcastle Big Boy. Actually, I think I saw a post about this that was like, oh, I'm so glad we found the dinosaurs like hundreds of years ago, because if we found them now, people would call them like Skibbity-saurus or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell. This is so for real, because this is happening right now to this poor spider. Well, Big Boy isn't the worst name, I guess. It's kind of cool.
This spider on the entire fucking globe, Big Boy. Only in Australia.
I love it.
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. See, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer on the spore creature creator and just called it a day.
I did not know the first two things. I probably have heard them before, but I've never really been that interested in platypuses. Don't know if that's how you say it.
But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal. Did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking
I didn't
with
know
you.
that.
You heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause
But he's so cute. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be like, yeah, this Australian creature. But have you seen him? He's so cute.
extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or antivenom. So if Perry stabs you,
what, immune to pain meds? They're so cute though. From afar, from very far away, they're very cute.
Shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey.
That's so cool.
That when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow. If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green.
They're unbelievably cool. What do you mean? I want to be as cool as a platypus.
And the best part of that is we have no clue why they do it. I mean,
why not?
I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus man. I'll give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing? Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
Oh, this is the rockfish. I think stonefish. I learned about that in a Casual Geographic video. I think that's it.
That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species of
I knew
underwater
it.
menace native to Australia. And
Of course. Look. In the Casual Geographic video, he did not mention where they are. But when I hear these words, native to Australia, everything in my heart, it just clicks, you know? It makes sense because stonefish are evil.
coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this little f***er doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you.
Yeah.
No. This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive the sting,
You gotta count down. Once you get stung, you gotta jump on your 1 foot that you still have to the beach, to the doctor. Yippee!
still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to one-shot. Bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
I think I've also seen it in a Casual Geographic video, but I don't think he said much about it.
Finish him.
Introducing the cassowary, a species of rat type native to the land down under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can still flatline
Not venomous in Australia? What? No way.
you though, and I'm going to tell you how. You see, these neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in at a solid 79 kilos and growing up to 6
That's an adult. Wait, that's an adult human in both regards. What the frick?
feet tall, meaning the short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from
No
emus?
way.
Well,
Real
you
life
see, the
chocobo?
cassowary is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long. And you know, I mean, honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially for something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you.
I see.
And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
What? What the hell did the tourist do? Was that bird just looking for violence on that day?
I mean, luckily he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying.
everything in Australia low-key, not gonna lie.
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
Wait. Look, I have like a lot of bits and pieces of random knowledge about Australia. Is this the plant where you touch it, it hurts for like literally years, and there's nothing you can do about it? Let's see.
This is the gympie plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth, and she'd given birth 4 times. And
I have not given birth. I don't know how bad it is, but from what I've heard, like, it's terrible. Like, what do you mean? How can a random plant, like, be this bad? Also, I just imagine, like, if you don't know about it and you're just randomly, well, I don't know that, like, rainforest, I don't know how, like, possible it is for someone to be randomly walking through it, but, like, you don't expect a plant to do this to you. That's crazy.
That part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground.
Wait, he was trying it out? Doesn't it hurt for years?
This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung.
Why was he trying
it?
This is
because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant
this is the worst thing.
Chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
I think I've heard of that story. Oh my goodness. That is literally, I think, one of the worst things that can happen to you.
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts. Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know that much about crocodiles, but just like their vibe and their look, like, I agree.
Dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one. Yes, it can and
poison
will
you,
eat you. You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size. You see, salties are the largest reptiles on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of
6 meters, 1,100 kilograms. Okay, look, I thought it said 6 feet at first because I'm used to everything being in American units, but 6 meters? What? No, I'm not okay with that.
1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my car. And the f***ed up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty f***ing campers. You see, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water.
Okay, that's hella cool though. You know what? Props. That is pretty cool. Like, I don't really love the crocodile build. I think they look kind of goofy half the time. I'm terrified of them, yet I think they look kind of goofy. But I guess for the function that it needs to fulfill, like, it's pretty cool.
Without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see.
Wow, that's it?
Very easy to walk just a little too close and,
Dead.
yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put
I have no idea what that means.
Your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon.
Okay, I see.
And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spinning its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its
I'm not gonna lie, again, that is pretty damn cool.
protein goals. But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years.
Holy!
Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun.
Wow.
Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend. Koalas are really dumb.
Look, for context, my chat likes to joke about me being a koala. I am not. I'm a regular bear, okay? But I know some of them will see this, and some of them will use this as ammunition against me. I'm not a koala. I'm a regular bear. This does not apply to me.
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison.
Yum, 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 yum,
You
yum,
see,
yum.
koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic, because they are
This is
full to the brim with
Australian.
eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the
What?
Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also
Why?
highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia. Now,
Sounds about right.
despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala fuck all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't
That's
fucking cark it.
cute.
Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day
It's cute.
sleeping.
Okay, I will say they're kind of cute. Why are they eating poison? What's up with that? Wasn't it that also pandas are bears? This is unrelated to koalas, who are marsupials actually, but isn't it that koalas? Isn't it that pandas also only eat bamboo, which is also not very nutritious, and they would be a lot better as a species if they ate meat? Because I think they're technically supposed to be carnivores, but they just decided not to.
In order to just digest their fucking food, these dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get
That's
to
so
the food to begin with,
cute.
because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch.
Okay, no. I will defend them. If you see a burger on the floor, are you gonna eat it, or are you only gonna eat it off of a plate? Like, come on.
I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain.
Yeah, they do. Oh, dude, I saw this recently. It's smooth as hell.
The thoughts slide right off of this dumb c***. I love him.
They're kind of cute.
This wasp is basically a xenomorph.
Aw.
Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because
Of
of
course.
it is, this
Of
fucker
course.
is the largest wasp on the planet.
Of
Coming in at a
course.
massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys, we would all agree,
Ooh.
well above average, right? Huge.
I don't know. Huge. I don't know. For me, honestly, this wasp looked a lot more disgusting than the spiders in the beginning. I feel like spiders, you kind of know they're gross. They can be pretty big. But if something like a wasp that to me is always really small, suddenly is disproportionately big, it makes me nervous. It feels wrong, okay? I know it's normal in Australia though. That's just how fucked up Australia is.
Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet.
Of
Coming in
course.
just barely behind the bullet ant.
What?
Pack it.
Is this the same guy who tried that leaf on his arm? Why are people doing this on purpose? Wasn't there one guy who made like a pain scale where he just like let every insect sting him? And then he made like a scale of how painful it is. Wasn't that a thing?
1.5-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric.
Why would he do that
Now,
then?
size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name Tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders. Making Australia
ugh.
basically an all-you-can-eat buffet
That
for 'em.
spiders
But they
looked
don't just
awful.
execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbour butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware
Oh my
spider
God.
into an isolated kill room.
Oh my
Which is
God.
where the fucked up part really begins.
Okay, wait. I assume it like puts the eggs or something into the spider.
Our wasp isn't hungry. It's pregnant and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here underneath it.
Yum 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 yum
That
yum
food
yum yum.
being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider.
Oh
The
my
larvae
gosh.
burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
How do they even know what the vital organs are? Damn, those baby larvae, I swear.
After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chest burster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation.
Ew.
Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.